there you are, hardworking parents raising a family in a very different culture to where they were raised themselves. What can you tell us about the young Sumi? What were you like as a child?
Young Sumi. Yeah, I think, as a child growing up in the UK, and actually we lived in quite a predominantly white middle class area. There's obviously areas of the UK that are quite highly populated with Asian families and immigrants. We weren't in an area like that. So I did kind of struggle a little bit, with my identity. In a way, there was a real difference amongst, myself and my school friends, and the environment that I was kind of growing up in was different to theirs. And you kind of just, as a child, adapt to it, and sometimes you don't even recognize it, but it's just how it is. But yeah, I did sort of struggle with, cultural nuances. My household that I was growing up in was different food, different clothes, different festivals and things like that we would celebrate. I also had two younger brothers, and as well as sort of bickering with each other, the three of us were sort of united watching cricket on TV, playing video games, having a very normal sort of upbringing as well, getting on our bikes and going out to play with our friends, which you could kind of do in those days. I don't know if kids do that as much these days, but it was a very innocent time, I think. And also, I was very lucky to feel like I never really wanted for anything. I think my parents did a fantastic job of making us all feel very safe, very secure in that environment, despite some of the cultural differences. And personality-wise, I think I've always kind of been quite headstrong, quite outgoing as well. I always, like to have a lot of friends and be out and about, but always outspoken as well. So I think I've never really sort of shied away from sharing my views and opinions on things, even as a child. So yeah, that's kind of my upbringing, really.
Oh, very good. And some of that carry through to today? You're still outspoken and
Alert, I think, to sometimes know when to speak out and perhaps when to bite my tongue at times. And I think that comes with age and experience as well. But it's one of those things that, I'm a mother myself, and I encourage my children to always speak up. And I think that is a trait that we should never really dumb down in people. So yeah, I still have that quality, if you want to call it a quality, in my personality, for sure.